Welcome back to another episode of the Tacho Show. We're here in 8th Raid's Chaos Season for some very funny stuff. So we're at rank 1 this time, and we got 0 lift loss. Now, people call me the defense guy. Joel in particular, he says, like, I'm one of the best defense makers. I disagree with that, but when you see something like this, it's like, this shocked me. I was not expecting this to happen. So for the entire season of Chaos Season, mind you, where it's harder to build a defense team because there's essentially no restrictions for offense. You can run basically any unit you want. The only thing is you have to have a bonus unit, and they give you the version release bonus as well, so that just raises your options by a ton. So, like, it's very unhinged for offense to just run whatever they want and run amok and just demolish a defense, but somehow or another, we were able to win. Not just, like, win, but we won. We, for real, won every single fight. I've never seen that happen, ever. And I've been playing this game since the start. So, what we're going to do, of course, is a defense team showcase here, just to show things off. Next season, I think I want to do an offense team showcase. Somebody asked for that. Like, let's see, because defense is in the best spot that it's ever been in right now. Like, defense is actually on top again, I feel. So, people have been requesting me to do some offense runs to show, like, how do you beat defenses like this? And there's definitely a couple of ways to do it. Obviously, I wouldn't have been able to get a perfect score if I wasn't able to beat defenses like this myself. So, okay. For my defense here, what we're doing here is we have Alphonse in the front spot. The reason why is because he covers the most ground. He's got 4 range of movement, so he can reach all the way to the bottom, and it makes it hard to approach this because obviously you have to stay out of reach of Alphonse if you're going to try to go in and start attacking me. Now, we're protected as well by Robin setting up the ice tiles, and I was able to finally do the thing, and I was able to give her Kanto Curb. So now she's like as good as I can possibly make her. So she's putting up the ice tiles over here, and over here. Now, I'm thinking about moving these traps like doing this, actually. Because, like, having the real gravity trap there, I think, would be more efficient. And then also, we can have the ice tile, like, go there. The reason why I haven't done that yet, though, is because they could just waste my gravity trap on turn 1. Like, put Felix there, have him end his turn, and then he'll get his action back, and then they can have him get out of the way. So, like, that's the reason the traps are where they are. So, the ice will continuously spawn on top of the trap. And for them to actually, like, attack me, they have to waste all of Felix's actions. Attack first to break the ice, and then move again, and then he gets stopped by the trap. So, that's why we have that there. We have Haythrun, of course. She's providing us with Divine Nectar support to Alphonse and Myrrh, who need it the most, because they are going to be taking the most hits. And Haythrun herself can take a lot of hits as well. That's why she's in the front there. And I was also able to get Lagoo's friend on her. If we take a look over here, I had some very good luck. You guys know me, I do summoning videos and I get complete trash. I get killed on these banners. I had good luck this time. So I was able to pull Fiorm in 12 summons and I just dipped right out after that. And I was able to pull Emblem over here. Now this was a crapshoot. I didn't even know if I was going to get him. Because of course it's triple color sharing and legendary banner. But I got him in 10 summons. So I was pretty happy about that. And I just used his fodder to give Lagoo's friend to my Haythrun right there. So she's looking real good. We've got Pavis as well, so she can just be invincible. I'm thinking for like next season, I'm thinking I want to give her the Ike Ring, so she has Pavis and Ike Ring, so it's like she has both Pavis and Aegis. So it's going to be really hard to kill her. And then on top of that, I can just, instead of Myrrh, I think I can run the new Fiorm now. So we get back our duo's hindrance, and then on top of that, Fiorm is just like an invincible wall. Nothing can really threaten her in terms of range units. So that's probably what I'll do next season. But we have Myrrh here for the time being. She's got Warp Bubble support, and I have the Ike Ring on her right now. I also have Harsh Command on her, which catches a lot of people off guard. The reason why is because she can warp next to Alphonse and then remove his debuffs. And then when he goes into attack, he's not hindered by, like, Rally Spectrum or anything like that. So very important for him. He can't get hit by Rally Spectrum or else he's not able to use his special. Alright, we have Micaiah, of course, for healing. I don't know how much I need Micaiah. You could probably run King Freya in this spot instead of her. But for the time being, Micaiah. And then she's got, like, Warp support and Breath of Life 4. The warping is very important at the very least, because Felix able to warp next to Alphonse on either spot, and then that just increases his range by 1 extra space with the Celica Ring. And I've got Hardy Bearing on my Felix so he can beat Emblem Ike. But I've seen a lot of people just give him, like, attack speed clash, which works. It's better in the Felix versus Felix matchups, but Hardy Bearing allows him to just beat Ike all the time, so that's why I went for that. So it's pretty solid. You can't go up the left side because I've got all these obstacles there. I made some more space because people were just putting 1 unit there and just walling me out because I have all these obstacles. Like, I had it like this, but that's not really what you want to do, so leaving space open for Felix and Alphonse to traverse more ground is definitely better. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at some defenses now. I think I want to look at all of them. This might be a longer video. This might be like a 30 to 40 minute video, but I think it's important for us to show all of these defenses here. Because, normally I show the losses. Like, if we have a loss, I'll show those first or show those at the end. But I don't have any losses to show you guys. So we'll just take a look at the wins here. Okay, so a very good catapult. He's able to break my healing tower. And this leaves a spot open for somebody to warp in and start melee attacking. Like, for example, if you've got Felix with Celica Ring, he can just warp right there and attack Micaiah. However, it still opens up a blind spot, because after he kills Micaiah, there's 2 ice tiles in the way. So he's not going to be able to do anything else. And that's only Felix, right? Felix could kill Micaiah, break one of the ice tiles, and then do one more thing afterwards. Anyone else, if they attack Micaiah and then they proc Gale Force, they're stuck, because we got the 2 ice tiles there and they can't get out of the way. So it's very funny. Like, the ice is a mandatory thing. You need it on defense pretty much at this point. Okay, so he's got Gulveig. Gulveig is really good. Like, she's probably the best Scale Forcer besides Felix, I want to say. In some ways, she's better than him, but, like, he's really good, too. They're the 2 best. All right, we got Nephany, of course. We have Byleth, and then we have Azura. Let's see what this guy does here. Maybe we should turn the animations off. I like having them on for videos, but, like, we have so many defenses to watch that I think we'll just speed it up a little. Okay, I don't know what this guy was thinking here. Why did he do that? He just tried to tank? What did he forget? Alphonse gets +1 movement, so we could just attack his Nephany instead of Felix? And even then, Felix wasn't necessarily going to beat Alphonse either. And there we show off the amount of support warping that we get from Micaiah. So I have no assist on her. So she's going to move right there. And then Robin, from where she originally is, can warp like all the way over there. So she gets extended reach too. Basically, everyone on this team has extended reach. Haythrun also gives us an extra action after we proc a repo with Robin or Alphonse. They're typically the ones that do it. So yeah, it's just... this team is a nightmare, man. Even for me, like, I know where the traps are. I know, like, all the weaknesses. And even for me, it's tough to beat this. Okay, we have an Emblem Ike over here, supported by Micaiah and Haythrun. So, pretty much an unmerged Ike. I don't know why he's got Times Pulse, though. That's really weird on Ike. That's not what he wants. Alright, then we have Lumera with her stone support, of course. So, this is a very well-supported Ike. Okay, I guess it's because he's got Nerthuz there to give the Rally Spectrum to Ike anyway. So, a very supported Emblem Ike here. Let's see how he does against this. Okay, so first we Harsh Command on Alphonse to remove the debuffs. Then he procs his special. We get some stat buffs here. And now it's Felix's turn. So he just comes in. Like I said, he's got Hardy Bearing, so he can whip Ike's ass every time. And then he can get another KO. So at this point, we've basically won the fight. If it was a normal defense season and we had like lift loss reduction from defense mythics, at this point, like once Felix gets rid of 2 units, we just win. We can't lose lift after that. So yeah, this guy, I mean, he can't do anything else, so that's the end of that one. Alright, here we go. Kaede, who has lost 5 units. Okay, Fallen Edelgard. You don't see her anymore. Oh, he's got the build, too. He's got the... this is the DTM build. So we've got Attack Speed Wild, we've got Beast Agility, and then we got Bold Fighter. The only thing missing here is Wings of Mercy Echo. Alright, then we got Haythrun, we've got Erica, we have Sigurd. Pretty solid Sigurd build there. And then we have Ector Deer. Okay. Okay, that is not what you want to do. So he's going to try to tank with Ector Deer and Haythrun, but that's not going to work. I mean, certainly not against what we have here. So Micaiah goes in first. I didn't even think Micaiah had it like that, where she could just body Hathroon. Okay, very interesting. All right, then Alphonse basically gets a free kill there. Okay. All right, then Hathroon attacks, but she's not going to kill anything. And then Felix is going to come in, and he's going to kill 2 things. So, yeah, man, pretty insane stuff. He didn't even need a special to tear through Fallen Edelgard right there. Yeah, the casual's favorite unit, Fallen Edelgard, just getting bodied by a normal attack. Okay, so here's this guy. Now, this guy had a really good approach. This is something I might consider doing myself for future seasons on offense. So he's got a combo with Tana and Felix. The reason why this is good is because Tana can warp 2 spaces to Felix, break an ice tile, and then Felix can warp 2 spaces to Tana, and then he can, like, stand right on the trap. So this is a very good combo. I applaud this guy for coming up with this. This is a really nice strategy here. All right, then we have also Triandra, we've got Marianne, and then we have Jarek. All of them have Wings of Mercy, and then Felix has Double Fury, which you see pretty often on this guy. All right, so here we go. Can he successfully Gale Force us? Let's find out. All right, so he gets the kill on Alphonse. He can move again. And he chooses to move out of the way as opposed to continue the Gale Force. Okay. Oh, yeah, he's trying to conserve action. So, like, here it's going to be easier for him to blow us up. Because he's got 1 less unit to deal with now. All right, but we constantly put up ice. All right, he gets rid of Robin there. Now he can start Warp... Well, he can't because we have Warp Bubble on Myr. So that's the one downside to him waiting a turn. And now here we go. Look at this. He misjudged Felix's range there because he thought Felix was only going to move 3 spaces, like 1, 2, 3. But Felix warps across from Micaiah, so he ended up on one of those spots, and from there, he has too much coverage. So, yeah, like, Felix is a real problem right now. Both on defense and offense. He's really good in summoner duels, too. He's pretty much is he the best unit in the game? He might be. There's definitely an argument to be made about that. He might be the best unit right now. Okay, so there we go with that one. Attempted Gale Force, failure. All right, let's take a look at this one over here. Oh, this is a funny one, too. I remember this one. Okay, so we have Legendary Lilina with Ploy there. Pretty good on her, and then Stillwater. All right, Duo Leon, the former best unit in the game, about to meet the current best unit in the game. All right, then we got Plumeria. We got Winter Edelgard with Gale Force and Celica Ring. And then we have Celica herself. Okay. All right, let's see what this guy is cooking up here. He's just breaking some structures for the time being. Okay. All right, now we have Warp Bubble up from Myr. One bad thing about this is that it's Hathroon bonus season. Like, normally I want Myr to give Warp Bubble to Alphonse, because typically he'll have higher defense, but because it's Hathroon bonus season, she has 1 more defense than him. So Myr is unfortunately giving Hathroon the Warp Bubble, and it covers less ground. Like, obviously you would want it on Alphonse because it goes further down. So that was like one bad thing about this season for me, but it didn't really matter. We still won every fight anyway. I don't know why he did that. Like, he just misjudged range or something. I don't really understand what happened here. But there we go. Alphonse gets his KO. We get some stat buffs, and then Felix goes in, and it's lights out, man. This is also, like, the best Brave Hero batch ever, because I have 3 of them on my defense. 3 of the most current Brave Heroes. That's never happened before. We've never had a Brave banner this good. Like, literally, the Brave banner might be the best banner this year. Okay, so we have Simon Moore here. Pretty funny. If you've ever played Forbidden Memories, I might even have, like, Forbidden Memories music playing. That's a possibility. Simon Moore in Forbidden Memories is the mummy guy that you meet at the very start of the game. He gives you, like, he gives you an Exodia piece if you can beat him. And then he lets you go explore the town. Shoutouts to Forbidden Memories if you've played it. Alright, this guy's got Micaiah and Felix. Then we got Robin with Creation Pulse. We have a Brave Erica at +10, and then we have also Armored Blaze Edelgard. Okay. Alright, this is another good thing. Like, running Felix on offense with Robin, because she can set up the ice, and the ice is really good with the safety fence. Now, here he doesn't have the fence, but, like, if my units are not able to reach enemies, while the ice is up, that can proc the fence or just, like, stop my units from taking any actions. So we saw that in full force right there. Yeah, dude, this batch of CYL is crazy. All the units are just good in basically all the modes. We've never had it like this before. All right, yeah, again, the ice providing a lot of support here because my units are not going to go past the ice to attack him. So he can just waste more turns here. But he can't waste too many turns because, of course, we are stat buffing with Alphonse. All right, there, I guess he couldn't KO. Even after the Bolt Trap, he couldn't KO any of my guys with Felix. That's very interesting. I wonder why he chose to back away. Because, like, we're getting Hathroon support, and then we're getting, like, double Breath of Life from Alphonse and Micaiah, so we were going to heal a lot. Still, though, I would have imagined he'd be able to kill there. That's very interesting. Okay, but it seems like he's got to go back to the drawing board here on how he's going to approach. All right, now here he goofed. He repositioned Felix with Erica. You can't do that. Because if he gets targeted by an assist, he's not able to get his extra actions. So that's why the thing I said with Tana from earlier is very good. Because Tana warps to Felix without using an assist, and then Felix can warp in front of Tana. So that's like the wombo combo with Felix right now. Felix and rearm Tana. Very good stuff. It looks like he was just unable to attack me. I guess he waited too long and great talent. Yeah, look at this. +8 from great talent by just standing there menacingly. And then everybody else is at like +4 now. So the longer you wait to deal with this, the worse off you're going to be. Even if you've got the Bolt Tower. Alright, so we did no damage there, but then we live and we're also going to set up some tiles and some more support. All right, and then Micaiah is finally able to get rid of his Felix there, and now it didn't matter even if Micaiah couldn't kill his Felix, because my Felix was just going to warp to the bottom and start killing his guys at the bottom. So, yeah, ridiculous. Simon Moron, shoutouts to Forbidden Memories, but my boy got rocked in the face. Okay, so this guy here, Toshishi, let's see what he's up to. All right, this time we have Seteth, pretty good. This guy was the winner chicken dinner. When it came to his refine. Holy Christ, I was not expecting a 3-star to get a refine of that caliber. Alright, then we got Micaiah here, Hardy Bearing Micaiah. We got a Felix, we got a Hathroon, and then we have Azura. He's got Phantom Res on Hathroon. I don't think that's the right move. You probably just want to give her like some hard res boosting skill. But okay. Alright, Felix just ends his turn, and then he did that just to dance with Azura there so that he could get, what is it again? Incited support on Felix. So he's going to try to bait my Felix with his Felix here. So this is a possible strategy. This is something you can do against my map. Alright, so because I have Hardy Bearing on my Felix, he doesn't have a good matchup. But look at this. When you do that, we still have like an absurd amount of reach with this side here. Because Micaiah allows warping. Hathroon allows extra actions with reposition. So you're not safe. You're just not safe anywhere. There's so many traps on this defense. It's ridiculous. Like, it's actually just ridiculous. Alright, we got Hey Buddy over here, a rematch. Alright, so this guy has got Edelgard, Felix. We got Ectordeer, we have Hortensia, and also Attuned Azura. Okay. Alright, so he breaks the ice and then he gets out of the way. He's just breaking a bunch of structures here. And then I don't even know if he meant to do that. That might have been an accident. Because it seems like he was smart enough to just, like, cancel his units back to stay in safety fence range. I don't think he misjudged Alphonse getting +1 movement here. I think he just, like, goofed. Like, he did not mean to have Hortensia in a spot where she wouldn't be able to cancel to safety. But because he did that, we just get a free win, basically. So, RIP. Alright, then of course Felix with his insane amount of reach just coming in and bodying everything. Felix is so gross. Now, in order to deal with Felix, if you're facing him and you're running an offense team and you need to deal with defense team Felix, there's really not too many options. Like, you can run Gatekeeper to block him from warping with the Celica Ring, but that's not super helpful anyway because he's still moving 3 spaces or 4 with the warp support, and then he's going to move 3 again. So he's still going to hit something. And, like, what do you use to tank him? Like, some kind of near saver? I can't think of too many near saves that would even be able to tank him. Like, was there Gatry? Like, that's probably the only one off top that can handle Felix. It's just ridiculous, man. This is so stupid. Okay, we have Scenario up next. That is Soren's Japanese name. Very interesting. All right, so we got our Ectordeer over here. We got a Robin, the baby Robin with Hardy Bearing. That's definitely for Emblem Mikes. And then we have Emblem Mike himself with Creation Pulse and... What is he at? +8? Okay, +8 Emblem Mike. And we got Micaiah with Breath of Life support. And then we have Nurgle as well with Breath of Life support and the Essence Drain support. So this is a very well-respected Emblem Mike here. He's got everything going on. Let's see how he does. Okay, I don't know why he left Micaiah there. I'm thinking we're going to see Ike get his comeuppance, but no, we're going after Micaiah first. Felix is going to go in next, though. Felix is going to take on Ike here, and like I said, because we have Hardy Bearing, Felix just beats Ike every time. That's the only reason I have that on him. Otherwise, you could give him, like, Attack Speed Clash, but I value that Ike matchup more than most people, as opposed to the Felix Mirror. And then look at this. We warp down, we put the ice up, so he really can't do anything with Nurgle here. He can kill my Felix probably with Robin, but that's about it. That's the only thing he's going to be able to do this turn. So, yeah. The ice, dude. Once again, the ice is so mandatory here. All right, we have Holy Snow up next. Let's take a look. Okay, so we have Baby Emerin. People are really high on this unit because of the warping antics that she can pull off. So we have her, we've got Felix, we've got Ectordeer, we've got a Duo Peony, and then we have a Winter Edelgard. Okay. Alright, he goes for the dance on Emerin, then why do people keep doing this? Are they just misjudging Alphonse's reach? Is that what's happening? I feel like that can't be what's happening. People have to know he gets +1 movement, right? Like, there's no way. There's no way. I refuse to believe this. Regardless, we Harsh Command to get rid of debuffs. We just kill his baby Emerin, and now it's Felix's turn. Oh yeah, so Felix gets rid of Peony, and then Edelgard, and that's pretty much GG. Oh, and then we even had that happen, too. We had Robin warp in, and then I've got bonus doubler on her, so she gets extra attack and speed. This is a very tanky unit, too, surprisingly. Because she has 15 points of true DR, and then she's got a lot of stats, she's got a lot of speed, so it can be hard to get rid of her in one round of combat if you're not supported enough. Like, my Felix, because I run Hardy Bearing on him, he has a hard time one-rounding this Robin. So, yeah, just even more, like, chaos ensues there. And then this is the final one we're going to take a look at, so a pretty long defense showcase, longer than the usual ones, but I felt it necessary for us to take a look at all this. Okay, so what do we got here? We have Attuned Peony. We have Ninja Sanaki, old school unit. Okay. I love how I say old school. She's like a year old. In this game, 1 year old is like 500 years old. All right, we got Ectordeer. We have Tina. And then we have a Winter Byleth, huh? I'm not really sure what this guy's approach is here. Like, what he's going to try to do. Okay, I guess he's going to try to tank us with Ectordeer. Okay, maybe not. Alright, he's given us a turn there. You don't want to wait a turn. You want to act on turn 1, but obviously with the ice tiles, it's very hard to do that. Because after turn 1, Murr is going to give us Warp Bubble for the rest of the fight. That's really the only blind spot to Murr's Warp Bubble is turn 1. Alright, we're getting a lot of dancing support, and then let's see what happens here. Okay, so he's trying to tank us with Ectordeer. Can he do it? Alright, so we go in first, we do no damage, and then he does a lot of damage. He kills Alphonse, but we still get our great talent to go off. I love that, too. He dies, and he still raises the stats of everybody. Alright, now it's Felix's turn, and Felix unable to cover all the distance, because... Actually, I don't know why Felix wasn't able to cover full distance there, but he made it out A-okay. So let's see what else happens. Alright, Ectordeer kills Robin there. Okay. All right, he's trying to hide now, but Felix is an ongoing threat. He is now going to move 3, and now he can warp, and it's like impossible to hide from this guy. Especially when he's got Celica Ring, it's so crazy. He covers too much ground, man. You can't hit and run, really, against this team. This was probably the best attempt, though, at taking on the defense, but, like, even that wasn't really enough. Violet's Scowl is able to keep him alive. One thing I have to say about Felix is that he doesn't have innate null follow-up, which can really bite him in the ass against, like, wary fighter units. So, yeah, keep that in mind. Maybe you want to have, like, infantry null follow-up or something like that on your Felix. But, yeah, null follow-up has actually been given out more scarcely these days. So, like, null follow-up support can be good. And he's still going for it, surprisingly. I'm not sure why. Maybe he's trying to get some revenge kills, but we'll keep watching this one since it's the last one, and he did kind of okay up until Felix just wrecked shop. Alright, so Ectordeer and Peko Mama are going to have a matchup. Can he even kill Peko Mama at this point? Like, it's going to be really hard. I have Mur supporting her with Farsave, and then she's got Pavis and Lagoo's Friend. So she's, like, really tough to kill. Yeah, look at this. Ectordeer did no damage twice, and he can't attack her at range, so... yeah, he's probably just going to have to scoop. Alright, he attacks Mur. Mur has so much healing. We have the healing tower there, too. He hasn't gotten rid of that yet. This is so nuts. Yeah, he's not going to be able to kill anybody. And he's just going to run out of turns. Yeah, so, like, this guy, he tried to fight me down to the last man, but didn't work out for him. He can't do anything. Like, Micaiah can't do anything. He can't kill anybody. He can't, like, I'm just tanking everything. So, yeah, that's also another possibility. You can get to a point in the fight where you just can't kill Haythrun either. Because she's just invincible, pretty much. So, yeah, I mean, what is there to say? Like I said, this is probably the strongest defense has ever been in years. So, it's actually fun to play Aether Raids again now, because when defense is on top, I feel like it's always better. It brings the most out of us on offense to try to tackle tough maps like this. So, yeah, that's going to wrap us up for this season, guys. Let me know how you were able to make out on your season this time in Chaos Season. Next season, it's going to be Light and Dark, so I'll probably have to mix up the team a bit. I don't know if I'm going to run Haythrun on Dark Season. I might, because, like, she's just too good to not run. But I don't know. I might run, like, Loki over there and, like, try some kind of other combo or whatever. I'll figure it out. But, yeah, that's going to wrap us up for this one, guys. So, hope y'all enjoyed it. And I will catch y'all again on the flip side.